This formula will guide you to choose the perfect camera for your talking head videos, to achieve extreme quality and to save some money. Let's find out the formula and how it works. How cheap is the best camera for your talking head videos? And what's the best camera for you? So what is the formula and why is it smart? Because all talking head videos require some specific things and don't require other things. This formula can be applied to all talking head content creators. This formula is based on a questions and answers system. The best camera for you will be revealed after you apply this formula. But how do we know what questions to ask? This is the trick. I made talking head videos for over 5 years for me and for my clients, and I was in a ton of situations. So number one, I will give you the right questions. This is a talking head video, right? Do you like the image quality? Do you want to achieve the same quality? Let's analyze it. What is the first thing you observe when you watch a talking head video? Yes, the camera doesn't move, it's on a tripod. The camera will move? Maybe. Maybe I want to take an overhead shot, like this one. Or maybe I want to make a B-roll and have a smooth and nice panning. But do I walk or run with this talking head camera that I bought for a talking head video? No. So the first question is, yes, you're right. Do I need image stabilization? No. And just this answer will save us a lot of money. A camera with good active stabilization is more expensive. And as a talking head video creator, I don't need it. So this is one important thing to note. We don't need image stabilization. But now, what's the second thing you see when you watch this video? It's still related to movement. Do you have super fast things moving in your shots? Or do you have super fast pannings left or right? No. So the second question is, do I care if the camera has a bad rolling shutter effect? No. This is another important point to remember. For talking head videos, I don't care about the rolling shutter. This is just the beginning, but a super good affordable camera can be found easily if we don't need image stabilization and if we don't care about the rolling shutter. Let's dig deeper. When you watch talking head videos, like this one, or videos from other creators, what's the most common thing? 90% of the time the creators are at home or in the studio. Most of the time in the same spot, for the entire video, for every video. So what is the advantage that we have doing talking head videos? We have access to power the camera or to use a dummy battery. We don't care how small or big the battery or the camera is. It's not like we do travel vlogs and we need to carry the camera in our hands all day. The camera is there, sitting on a tripod. So the third question is, yes, you're right. Do I care about how big the battery is or how big or heavy the setup is? No. Let me tell you a short story before going back to the questions. A while ago, I bought this camera almost $4,000 without the lens, just the body. And in my mind, before buying this, in my mind was something like, my talking head videos will look so much better, will be so good, I will improve a lot my quality because this camera is much better. And yes, it is much better. But for talking head videos, you can't see an improvement. This camera has some features that I don't use for talking head videos. I don't need these features for talking head videos. So I ended up using my old $600 camera and almost never use this for talking head videos. The price difference is huge, but I don't need those features for my talking head videos. So don't spend your money, don't waste your money. Apply the formula, watch this formula until the end, and you can save a lot of money. Let's go back to the questions. We have more questions to answer, but until now we have found 3 important things we don't need for talking head videos. But these 3 things will help us to drastically reduce the cost of our camera. But now, what do we need for talking head videos? Because we need some specific things. Look at these videos. One important thing when you make talking head videos is to create dynamics. One technique to do is to make a small crop, a little zoom in or out, to create the feeling of multicam or the feeling that something changed. And this zoom in and out, it's made in post-production at the editing part. And to make a zoom in and still have a good quality, I recommend you now in 2024 to shoot in high resolution. So the fourth question is, do I need a 4K camera? Yes, it's not something mandatory, but now in 2024, if you want to have great quality and to make future-proof content, I recommend it. And these days 4K cameras are not so expensive. But if you don't have or if you can't afford a 4K camera, you can go with a Full HD one. It's okay. This is not something that will affect the success of your videos. Now let's talk about one of the most important things you need to pay attention to when you buy your first mirrorless camera for talking head videos. What is the most common thing you hear all the time when it comes to talking head videos? Audio is more important than video. So the fifth question is, do I record my audio internally? Yes, most of the time in the beginning, creators don't want to overcomplicate things with externally recorded audio, like I record right now. But these days, we can achieve great audio quality if we record internally. But your camera needs to have a microphone input jack. This is so important. Also, if you want a good image quality like this one, with that blur behind the subject, if you want a good image in low light so you don't need to raise the ISO too much, if you want a nice, sharp, great looking image, the lenses are the most important thing in your setup. Good lenses with f1.4, 2 or 2.8 are so expensive, and we want to keep the price of your final setup as low as possible, not just for the camera body that we are talking about right now. So for this, we need to answer the sixth question. Can I find on the market for the camera that I want good lenses with f1.4, 2 or 2.8 at a good price? Yes. And I will give you a bonus question. This is something optional but can be very important for the quality of your videos and for the cost of your setup. Do you need slow motion? Maybe you just talk in front of the camera like I do right now. For this, 24, 25 or 30 FPS is enough. We don't need more than this. But some creators make B-roll with slow motion, and this is why we need to think and analyze this. A good 4K camera with 24, 25 or 30 FPS, super good image, can be found pretty affordable. But if you want a 4K camera with 60 or 120 FPS, that will increase the cost of your camera a lot. You know now what you need. You know what a talking head camera needs to have, but we still need to apply the formula correctly for it to work. And for this, we still need to answer to some bigger questions. How much will this camera cost and what's that camera? But first, if you find this video useful, don't forget to press the like button and the subscribe button. This will help me a lot. Thank you. We have a list now of what we need and what we don't need. It's easy to go to a store and ask for recommendations because you know what you want and they will know what you want and they can recommend you the perfect camera. In my opinion, if you want a powerful mirrorless camera for your talking head video, you can find it under $800. What do I recommend? I personally like and use Sony cameras, but you can find out there a ton of other cameras for this application. I use and really like Sony ZV-10. It's $698 and it checked all the boxes for talking head videos. I can also find good and affordable lenses and accessories for this camera. I already have tested and used them, and I will make a dream list with everything you need to have a super setup for talking head videos and put the links in the description. A complete setup for ZV-10 will be under $1,500. But you can choose the best camera body for your talking head videos and still have low quality if you don't take care of the next step, which is more important than just choosing the camera body. So jump into this detailed video where I will show you exactly what is the next step, what you need to be careful of, and how to make the right choices for awesome videos.